Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today we are going to be looking at SWIPLE,
SWIPLE?
an international youth community that is doing some pretty cool things with learning and fun.
Yeah, it's really fascinating.
So kind of reimagining what all of that can look like.
Yeah.
And we have their playbook, so to speak, a document outlining their structure and all their activities.
It's really impressive.
Oh yeah, super impressive.
How much thought they put into every single detail.
I was blown away by how organized it all is. But before we get into all the nitty-gritty details,
Yeah, let's do it.
let's start with like the very basics.
Okay.
SWIPLE is organized into local groups,
They call them cells.
cells.
Yeah. Small
Yeah.
groups, 3 to 12 kids meet up twice a week for activities.
And this is where it gets really interesting. The age groups all have bird names.
I love that.
So you've got your sparrows,
So
the
cute.
youngest crew.
Oh.
Then you've got the tits,
The tits.
then the falcons,
Then the falcon's getting bigger.
and then finally the eagles
The eagles are the oldest.
for the oldest teens.
The teens, yeah. I wonder if the names like reflect
Totally.
energy level.
You know, like, are the sparrows just like flitting all over the place?
I think so.
And the eagles like,
Super serious.
you know, a little more
stoic.
stoic and
Yeah.
majestic.
Wise.
Yeah.
And you know, the names also, it's not just about being cute.
Sure.
It actually helps with organization because there can be multiple cells in the same location.
That makes sense.
So you could have like Sparrows 1 Dusseldorf,
Okay.
Sparrows 2 Dusseldorf.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
So what are these sparrows and eagles?
Yeah, what are they doing?
What are they up to when they get together?
So they have 2 main activities.
Okay.
Reading evenings and movie evenings.
Reading evenings.
So the reading evenings, they discuss literature. They have pre-selected book.
Okay.
And then movie evenings,
Movie night.
movie night, they discuss films that they've all watched beforehand.
Oh, fine. Okay. So, like, there's some structure here.
Yeah, they like a structured approach.
It's not just like casual book chat and...
No, they have a structured approach to spark deeper engagement.
I see.
Yeah, so they have these pre-selected books and films and then prepared discussion questions
Okay.
to guide the conversation so it's not just random.
Right.
And then optional mini quizzes
Oh,
to
yeah.
test comprehension and recall.
So they're really making sure that they're getting it.
Yeah, like critically thinking about the material, not just passively absorbing it.
I like that.
Yeah.
I noticed they have this interesting point system
Yes.
where kids earn stars and cups
Oh, yeah. Good eye for noticing that.
for participation.
So the stars are like little micro rewards
Okay.
for things like answering a question or participating.
Okay.
And then cups are awarded for completing a larger task or a project.
Gotcha.
And all of this is meticulously logged
Oh, wow.
in a Google Classroom gradebook.
Oh, my gosh.
I know, right?
That's so organized.
It's very organized.
So wait, does that mean it's like a competition? Like they're trying to level up?
It's a gamified learning experience.
Okay.
For sure, they're motivated to participate
I see.
and level up.
Yeah.
And here's the kicker. All those points,
Yeah.
they feed into an animated leaderboard
What?
on the SWIPLE website.
No way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So they showcase the top-ranking cells each month.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
So you can see like who got the most stars and cups and everything.
Exactly. So there's a little healthy competition.
Are you feeling competitive yet, listener?
Right.
I know I am.
I am a little bit.
So like, is it just bragging rights or is there like an actual prize?
Bragging rights are definitely part of it.
Okay.
But the top cell each quarter gets to claim the SWIPLE Cup,
Wait, hold on. There's an actual cup.
a real physical trophy that gets passed around.
That is so cool.
Isn't that awesome?
Imagine winning that. Like your
Each
whole
cell gets to hold it up.
your whole little bird group
I know.
is like
Champions.
champions.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
So they have these quarterly online events
Okay. Yeah.
where each cell competes as a team.
Okay, so it's not just like the local groups then. It's like they all come together
Yeah, it's global.
for these events. That's so cool.
Yeah, and the founder of SWIPLE actually aims to personally host these events.
What?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So there's a direct connection with participants across the globe.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
It really reinforces the idea that SWIPLE is more than just a collection of local groups.
It's like a global family.
It's a global community.
Yeah, a community.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Okay, so speaking of community, how do they manage to stay connected across all these different
Pretty.
countries and time zones?
It's mind-blowing, their communication network.
Okay, so I took a look at their system,
Okay.
and I'm not going to lie, it's a little intimidating.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
There's a lot going on.
Where do we even begin? There's a website.
There's a website.
There's Google Classroom.
Google Classroom.
And then
Wait, there's more?
a whole bunch of WhatsApp groups.
A whole network of WhatsApp groups.
What is going on?
It's amazing. They've really harnessed the power of WhatsApp
Okay.
to create separate groups for every single function.
Okay, so, like, what do we have? We have, like, a general news channel.
You got it.
Okay.
General news, and then they have separate groups for their endowment for their design team,
Okay.
technical support,
Makes sense.
and then partner organization, like schools.
Oh, so, like, if a school is using SWIPLE as part of their...
They have their own group to communicate.
Gotcha.
And then separate groups for the leaders of
Wow.
the reading evenings and movie evenings.
Of course, organized by age group.
Of course.
Of course.
Spurs.
So, like, a Sparrow leader group.
Yeah, Sparrows leaders.
And then the tit leaders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they have groups for their methodologists
Methodology.
who curate the materials for the activities.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right, because they can't just be, like, winging it.
No, they got to have some method to the madness.
Exactly.
And then, of course, each local cell
Yeah.
has its own group for parents and kids
For communication.
to communicate, yes.
All right.
And then to top it all off,
Okay, there's more.
they have separate SWIPLE chat groups,
What?
specifically for the kids in each age group to connect and chat freely.
Wow. So, like a little sparrow chat.
Little sparrow chat,
A little eagle chat.
a little eagle chat.
Oh my gosh, my brain is
Right.
exploding.
It's a lot, but it's actually what makes SWIPLE so effective.
Okay, I'm ready to be convinced.
Think about it. You're connecting kids from all over the world.
Right.
These dedicated channels ensure smooth communication between leaders, organizers, parents, and even the kids themselves.
That's true. Yeah.
It really fosters the sense of global community.
Okay, so it's a lot, but I get it.
It's a lot,
It's a lot.
but there's a reason.
There's a method to the madness.
Yes,
It's like a well-oiled machine.
it is,
Yeah.
where every part has a specific purpose.
I like that. Okay, so we talked about the website, Google Classroom, WhatsApp.
Mm-hmm.
What other tech platforms are they using?
So they also have a YouTube channel
Oh, of course.
for live events and showcasing student work.
Okay,
So it adds this visual element
that's great.
to the whole experience.
Yeah, because then they can actually see each other,
Exactly.
even if they're not.
Even though they're all over the world.
All over the world.
Yeah, and they use a shared cloud storage
Smart.
to keep all their materials organized and accessible to everyone.
Of course, that makes
You know.
total sense.
Yeah.
Okay, what stands out to you the most about all this?
What fascinates me is the balance they strike
Okay.
between structure and flexibility.
Oh, that's interesting.
So you have this very highly organized system, but they also leave room for like adaptation,
Okay.
individual expression. So like cells can organize additional meetings for bonding,
I see.
and kids can choose which activities they want to participate in.
Right.
So it's not like a one-size-fits-all.
I like that.
It's a framework, but it's not a cage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that a lot, actually.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
It provides guidance, but it's not rigid.
It makes me rethink, like, how we approach community building
Yeah, for sure.
in other contexts.
If you kind of zoom out and look at the bigger picture, I think there are valuable lessons here
Yeah.
that apply beyond just youth groups.
Totally.
This emphasis on engagement, strategic use of technology,
Yeah.
the blend of competition and collaboration,
Yeah.
those are all elements that you could apply to any learning community.
You're right. It's not just about kids clubs. It's about,
Wow.
like, fostering that love of learning
Yes,
and a sense of belonging.
exactly.
Yeah.
In any group setting.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about the structure, the organization.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about the activities.
Okay, let's do it.
What are they actually doing in these reading evenings and these movie evenings?
Yeah, let's take a closer look.
Let's dive in.
So we've been talking about this youth community SWIPLE, and it's really interesting to see how they've structured everything and all their activities.
Yeah, it really makes you think what we can learn from all this, even if we aren't working with kids or running a youth program.
Right, like what are the takeaways?
Yeah, exactly. What can we all learn from SWIPLE?
Well, I think it's a great example of intentional community design.
Okay.
Like they really thought about everything. You know,
like they really thought it through.
from how they run their meetings to how they use technology to connect people globally.
Yeah, it's really impressive.
It's like a master class in building community.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
It's like a blueprint
Yeah.
that we can all learn from.
Absolutely.
What elements stand out to you?
Well, one thing that I think is really interesting is their commitment to depth engagement.
Okay.
So it's not enough to just give information.
Right.
They really want to get the kids thinking critically, discussing, participating, you know?
Yeah.
Like those discussion questions.
The quizzes,
And the quizzes, yeah.
they're really making sure the kids are getting it.
Yeah, and they're making it fun, too. You
Yeah.
know, it's not just about memorizing facts. It's about really understanding and applying the information.
It reminds me of that quote.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I may remember. Involve me and I learn.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
They get it.
They get it.
Like, true learning happens when you're active and engaged, not just sitting there passively.
Right. It's got to be hands-on.
Exactly.
And they found some really creative ways to make it fun, like the point system,
Yeah.
the leaderboards, the SWIPLE Cup.
Right. And it's not like a cutthroat competition. It's
Yeah.
more about celebrating achievement.
Encouraging everybody
Exactly. Encouraging everyone to do their best.
to be their best,
Yeah.
which I think is a good lesson for anyone you know,
Totally.
even if you're not working with kids, like if you're leading a team or trying to build a community.
How can you create an environment where people feel good about contributing,
Yeah.
where their work is valued, recognized?
And appreciated. Exactly.
Yeah.
SWIPLE shows us it's possible to strike that balance.
Between healthy competition and encouragement.
Yeah.
I think another thing that I was really impressed by is that they're not afraid to experiment.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like try new things, see what works.
They're willing to adapt.
Like that communication network.
It's crazy,
It's a lot.
but it works.
It's a testament to their commitment
Right.
to finding the best solution.
Exactly. Like, even if it means having 1 million WhatsApp groups,
Yeah, seriously.
they're going to do what it takes.
They're going to make it happen.
Yeah, and I think that's something we can all learn from.
Yeah.
Building something that lasts, you have to be flexible.
You have to be willing to change.
Right. It's not about having the answers right away.
Right.
It's about being able to adjust as you go.
So it's not just the structure.
Yeah.
That's the mindset.
It's the mindset.
Like they're organized, but they're also open to new ideas.
Yeah.
Which means that they can keep getting better. Exactly. They're constantly improving.
Refining their approach.
Yeah. And, you know, beyond the systems and the structures,
Yeah.
there's also just this like human element.
Right.
Like you can really feel the passion and the dedication of the people involved.
It's contagious.
It is.
Reading through their stuff, I was like, I kind of want to join this.
I know, me too.
Even though I'm like way too old,
Right.
it makes you think, what if we all put this much thought and energy
I know.
into our own communities?
What could we accomplish?
Like, imagine if you took all this energy
Right.
and you applied it to your own passion or your own area of expertise.
That's exciting to think about.
That's really cool, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have confession.
Okay.
When I first started reading about SWIPLE, I was a little bit skeptical.
Really?
I was like, the points, the bird names, all the WhatsApp groups,
Yeah.
it seemed a bit much.
I can see that.
But the more we've talked about it,
Yeah.
the more I've been like,
You're coming around.
okay, this is actually brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, it all makes sense.
It does.
It's so well thought out.
It is.
Like those bird names.
Yeah.
At first I was like, what's with the birds?
Right.
But it's actually really smart.
They get child development.
Yeah.
They understand that different age groups need different things.
And the point system,
Yeah.
which at first I was like, this is a little gimmicky.
Right.
It's actually a really good way to keep the kids engaged.
Motivated.
Track their progress, celebrate their achievements.
Yeah. It makes it fun.
It does make it
And it
fun.
aligns with their goals.
It all connects.
Exactly. You know, as we've been talking, I've been thinking a lot about the role of technology in all of this.
Oh, yeah. It's so interesting how they use it.
Like, they've really used it in a smart way.
To connect people, manage information, make things fun.
But it's not just about using technology for the sake of using technology.
No.
It's about using it strategically.
To enhance the human connection. Yeah. I think that's so important.
Yeah.
Technology can be a great tool for building community.
Yeah, but it has to be used thoughtfully.
It has to serve a purpose.
I think SWIPLE has shown us
They've done it really well.
that it's possible to have this thriving global community
Yeah.
where technology actually brings people closer together
It amplifies the connection.
rather than replacing it,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is really cool.
It is.
And they've done it in a way that feels both innovative and heartwarming.
Yeah.
It's really special what they've created.
It is. And you know what else I've noticed about SWIPLE?
What's that?
They're so optimistic.
Yeah, they really are.
It's really refreshing.
Especially these days
Yeah.
when the world feels,
Like a little crazy.
yeah, a little bit divided, a little uncertain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they've created this space of hope
They have.
and possibility.
Yeah, they believe in a brighter future.
They really do.
And it's contagious.
And they're not afraid to have fun.
Right.
Like all the bird names,
I know.
competition, the playfulness.
Yeah, it's not all serious.
Yeah, it's like learning should be an adventure.
It should be.
And I think that's a really powerful message for kids especially.
It is.
You know, they're being shown that learning can be joyful.
And that community can be global.
And that they have the power to make a difference.
To shape their own future.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really inspiring.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into the world of SWIPLE,
Yeah.
we hope you've learned something new
Hopefully.
about this incredible organization.
And maybe got some new ideas.
So thank you so much for joining us on this journey
It's been fun.
into the world of SWIPLE.
Yeah.
Until next time,
Keep on learning.
keep diving deep.
Yeah. And exploring the world with curiosity and an open mind.
That's what it's all about.
It is.